So it's 2 o'clock in the morning, can't sleep, decided, why not make a video? Aaron! I think I heard my daughter. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Aaron! Okay, let me get to what I was going to make this video about. So, basically, I was going to tell you about the basics, I guess, of my anxiety. I've always had anxiety my entire life. Well, to a certain extent. I've always been, good night, baby. Say prayers. Good night. Mom. Okay, so, when, so years ago, this is what happened. Okay, I've always had anxiety. Since I was a child, I remember always being like a hypochondriac, like always thinking I was going to die of something, or always, if I saw somebody die of something on a movie, I would be like, oh, that's going to happen to me. I remember thinking that, dude, I had the craziest thoughts when I was little. It was crazy. I've always had like this fear of death. So I guess it stems from that, and when I got older and I didn't know how to handle stress, it came out in these crazy forms of anxiety. Now, my anxiety blew up out of control, craziness kind of anxiety, came out of about 15 years ago, I'm going to say. It came 15 years ago, and it was just one day. I woke up from a 15-minute nap, and I talked about this in other videos, but I know I have over 300 videos. So I'm going to go ahead and make this one, But basically, I woke up and I couldn't breathe. My heart was racing. I was shaking uncontrollably. I woke up from a nap like this. So, and everything was fine. I had snacked on some popcorn and fell asleep on the couch. I mean, I don't know. So, I remember running. I felt nausea. I felt like I was going to throw up. So I ran to my restroom. I actually threw up. I still couldn't breathe. I came out. My whole body was vibrating. I don't know how to explain it. Even my mother put her hand on me, and I remember her telling me wow, she didn't understand what was going on with me because she could feel the vibration through my skin. So I had that going on. And from that day forward, that's when I got rushed to the hospital. They checked everything out. That's when I first found out about anxiety. And, but from that day forward, my anxiety plagued me. I had, for that first few months after I had it, I couldn't even leave my house. I couldn't get off my couch. I was having full-blown panic attacks. Full-blown panic attacks, not anxiety attacks. There's a difference, but full-blown panic attacks. The heart racing, everything. I was having about 8 of those a day. And if I even dared to leave the house, if I tried to go, let's say, I remember one day I went to the grocery store there at the beginning. I remember I went to the grocery store, and I was in there for maybe 2 minutes. I had a couple of things in my cart already because I was trying to rush. And I remember having to leave right away, having to just take off because everything started going like this to me, and then I felt nausea. I had to go throw up. I ran to the restroom and actually threw up, and then I left the store. I had to rush home, lay down on my couch, put my fan on my bare feet. This is what would help me back then. Put the fan directly on my bare feet and just lay there and breathe. And then I would call one of my friends or somebody just to talk. I wouldn't even tell them I was having anxiety. I would just be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Just to get my mind off of what I was experiencing. So this started about 15 years ago. This is what happened to me. So I remember I was pregnant at the time. So it was crazy. I freaking crazy, just crazy. So, I sorry, my like everything is going dumb. Yay! Anxiety is kicking in. Okay, so anyway, it's going numb because of the way I'm sitting. But of course, my thoughts are gonna be like, oh, something's wrong, whatever. But anyway, so I have since that day on, I had crazy anxiety, and they did put me on medication. They put me on they put me on Zoloft. They put me on that worked for a couple of months, and then like I quit cold turkey, and then I tried to get back on it because it wasn't working anymore. Like stuff was happening to me. So like, and then like I ended up going and deciding, okay, I'm going to try to get on Zoloft again, right? So I got on the Zoloft, and what ended up happening was I went into a 3-day panic attack. It lasted for 3 whole freaking days. I couldn't even drink water. It was that bad. I remember just deciding, okay, I need to stop this. So I decided I'm not going to be on any medication, right? Then later on, I decided, okay, well, I need to get on it again because I was like freaking out still. So I went, and my new doctor put me on. I'm sorry, my toes are going numb, and it's like freaking me out. So like I'm having to change positions and stuff. So anyway, I went and they put me on Paxil CR. So I got on Paxil CR, and I was on that for like a month. And then I remember these medications never actually worked. They kind of work, but you're still having your anxiety. So what's the purpose of using them? That's just my opinion. I don't do medication. I just don't. After my experiences with them, no. And then they had me on Ativan, which Ativan actually did help me. They did try Xanax. I tried Xanax one time. The first time I tried Xanax, I went into a complete panic attack for like 45 minutes until it kicked in, and I couldn't panic for nothing. Of course, y'all know how Xanax works. But and then Ativan used to work on me, but I used to take like 0.5 milligram of Ativan, and it would work on me. It was like my happy pill, but I only took it whenever I absolutely needed it. Like they prescribed me like 8 pills, and the 8 pills lasted me for like 2 years. I mean, that's how often I take medication, or I did. Now I don't take anything at all, but I had it really bad to where I had 24/7 symptoms for 14 years. I was like a prisoner in, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt like a prisoner. And so I had the real bad anxiety. I had all these symptoms. If you go back to my videos, I have over 300 videos where I talk about many symptoms, many occasions where I dealt with anxiety, dealing with my panic attacks and like all that stuff. So I had the 24/7. I will mention my 24/7 symptoms that didn't go away for years. 24/7 symptoms were dizziness, off balance feeling. 24/7. That feeling never went away. I had the breathing issue, the hyperventilation, where I felt like I couldn't breathe. I wasn't getting enough air. Then I also had 24/7 symptom was, of course, the racing thoughts as well. So, oh, please don't mind my messed up bed. It's like not made. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Of course, it's not going to be made. I was like laying down in it and stuff, and then just wallowing. Anyway, so okay, so I've gone through so many levels of anxiety, and I've had crazy things happen to me. I've had really crazy symptoms where, like, just crazy freaking symptoms happen to me. The palpitations, even abnormal symptoms, have happened to me out of nowhere as well. So, like, I've had it for so long. And the thing that got me better over this past year, my anxiety's gotten way better. I had become agoraphobic for a while. Not as bad as some people, but I did experience it. And I had experienced where I had to prepare myself for like hours in advance before I even left my house. And then even then, it wasn't for sure that I was going to be okay once I left. So I have had some crazy dealings with the anxiety. Real bad. Real freaking bad. And that's why I started my channel, of course, because I didn't want anybody to feel alone like I did. So, like I said, go back and watch my old videos and you'll see what I mean. But over this past year, what's helped me tremendously is to, what's helped me tremendously this past year has been, I got out of the toxic environment I was in. I got away from toxic people. I changed my life. Like, I have been going through this transformation, this transitioning thing in my life for the past year, and it's been crazy. It's had a lot of ups and downs. I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm still making mistakes. I'm still learning, dealing with my life, and it's just a lot of craziness going on. And but I'm a lot better when it comes to my anxiety. Like, I want to say 85% of my anxiety is gone now, and due to me making those changes, due to me having the courage to stand up and walk away from certain individuals, from certain situations, just walk away. If y'all have watched any of my older, like even from a year ago or 8 months ago, maybe, I don't remember when it was, like 9-10 months ago, whatever it was, whenever I left my husband, I explained all that, and how that has helped me tremendously. And I'm not saying you have to do something drastic like that, but if you have to, I mean, you might have to. And I remember it was so bad. It was so bad. My brain, like everything I was enduring and going through, it was just so bad for 14 years. I had this anxiety and all this craziness that was happening to me. So I had that, and when I walked away, it got so much better. That's just an example. I'm saying there's a lot of things you can do to make your anxiety better. Your diet, of course, you have to eat the right things, stay away from all the wrong things, and stuff like that. But I understand it can be hard. I know anxiety is really bad, but I've dealt with it for a long time, and I've had so many crazy symptoms. Like I said, please go and look at my old videos. I think I've made some playlists. I need to rearrange my channel a little better, but if you can see where I've had crazy things happen, with my anxiety. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I do need to get some sleep, but I just wanted to make this video real quick and let you guys know you're not alone, and I have dealt with a lot. Like I said, please go watch my old videos. That's where all of this is going to be. Right now I'm all happy and normal, but it's because this past year I've made a lot of changes in my life that have taken away about 80 to 85% of my anxiety. So if you go to my old videos, you'll see where my anxiety was really bad. So and I explain symptoms and stuff like that. And I'm still going to do the same thing. I want to do things to help you guys out even more now. It's just I'm going through so much right now in my life and still trying to make decisions. And it's a little bit like nerve-wracking. And it gets, I don't know. I'm just here. A normal human being just like you guys. And I'm trying really hard to just live my life and to be anxiety free and to get past all the fears that I have in life. And yeah, I will be making other videos though, promise. But remember, you're not alone, and I'll be making more videos here in a few days. But I love you guys. I really do. And I care about you guys, and I do want to help as many people as I can out. I can't help everybody. I'm only one human being. But I'm trying to do what I can. But I'll talk to you guys later.